Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Oniara, and I talk everything self-mastery, personal development, and just everyday life experiences, and how you can take the lessons from those experiences to live a more purposeful, fulfilling, and magical life. I'm here to talk to you about how to increase your self-acceptance, how to increase acceptance in your life for yourself, and therefore you'll be able to extend it to others. I know this is work. This is lots of work. This is such a big part of the personal development journey to be accepting of who you are and while you strive to be better. And I know that this is particularly hard because we are human, and as humans we have this desire to be perfect, even though that doesn't exist. We don't know any human being that's perfect because we are all indeed humans. So we can be perfectly imperfect though. So, how do you increase your self acceptance? Well, to increase your self acceptance, you must be practicing self awareness of what you're telling yourself, self awareness of your behaviors, self awareness of your beliefs, which are driving your behaviors, right? And how you're feeling. And with this, I want to remind you that self acceptance is a lifetime's journey. This is something that is a practice that you put into practice every time the doubt, every time the resistance to yourself or to something about yourself comes up, every time the ickiness or the cringiness of something that you did or said comes up, there comes the practice of accepting yourself. Because I know it's hard. And I know it is especially hard when we either make a mistake or we show up in a way that we don't no longer want to keep showing up, or when we think we've worked on something for a long time and then something comes up and then you're like, I thought I was over this. I know that that's when it's especially hard to accept ourselves. Or when we make a mistake or something fails in our lives, it's especially hard to accept where we are or who we are in these moments. And the practice of acceptance is really just the practice of loving yourself through the really hard moments and reminding yourself that this is also a part of your journey. This also will shape who you are becoming and who you will be. And reminding yourself that maybe you can't understand right now, but this is a part of you and this is a part of who you are for a reason. Maybe you're here to share something that nobody else can understand because you were given this specific situation, this specific circumstance. And everything is really about perspective. And so when we want to accept more of ourselves, we have to shift our perspective. And we have to practice self-awareness to be able to shift our perspective. Because our perspective is coming out of the beliefs that we have, the thoughts that we have. And self-acceptance is the constant practice of reminding yourself of that, of aligning yourself back to love, aligning yourself back with God, aligning yourself back to truth, right? Because at the end of the day, a lot of the times when we are not accepting ourselves, we are telling ourselves lies. And if we're not practicing self-awareness, we'll believe those lies. And then those lies, since we believe them, they will be validated in our personal reality. They will be reflected back to us in our personal lives. So self-acceptance, though it sounds very simple, is just to love yourself through the very hard moments or through the parts of yourself that you really don't love, to really just reprogram yourself, remind yourself and reprogram your mind to new beliefs about yourself, about your situation, about your circumstances, so that you can change your perspective with these new reprogramming. So again, it sounds very simple. Just reprogram your mind, love yourself, and you'll increase your acceptance. But this is work, and I know it is work. So I remind you to be compassionate with yourself, have grace with yourself, because like I said, it will be tougher to accept yourself in those moments when you think you've been working on something and you've been working on something and you've been working on something and you've been working on something, and then boom, something happens. You react a certain way, do a certain action or something that you really didn't want to continue to do, and then you feel horrible about yourself. It's very hard to accept that you've been working on yourself but no changes have been made, right? We want to listen to that voice that might be saying, oh, look, you work so hard, but what did that bring you? What is the point of that if look how you're showing up? That's what you want to reprogram. You want to remind yourself of how much the work has worked, and that one slip is not going to erase all the work that you've done. acceptance of the cringy moments that you might have, the being too much, the not being enough. I just did a video of this. Accepting that comes with reprogramming your mind and reminding yourself of why you're accepting yourself, of why you love yourself, of how doing this work is showing up for you in your life, of how it is reflecting back to you in your life. And this comes with practicing self-awareness. The key to more acceptance in your life, the key to increase your acceptance to yourself, which will ripple on the acceptance that you can extend to others, comes from having the self-awareness and practicing the self-awareness to bring back yourself to love and to remind yourself why you are so uniquely yourself, why you need all of these experiences to shape who you are, to be who you are, to share what you are in your life. That these experiences and these moments of awareness, though they might make us feel like there's no progress or that we might be lacking acceptance in that moment, they bring us the opportunity to lean more into more acceptance, more love for ourselves, more reminders of why we are incredible and awesome and magical creatures that came to create. And though we're not perfect, we still have something to give, we still have something to share, and we are valuable and worthy of an amazing life, of amazing friendships, of extraordinary relationships and experiences. And that all of that comes with more accepting of ourselves, because that's what brings true fulfillment. At the end of the day, we can manifest all that we want in the material world and the physical world, but really what brings us fulfillment and happiness is what we're feeling inside. And a lot of that has to do with how you feel about yourself. And so that's why acceptance is a very important part of the personal development journey. If you're wanting support or guidance through your personal development journey, I offer one-on-one coaching sessions that you can book below on the description link. And thank you so much for watching today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you think might need it today. Also, remember to subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you next time. Thank you.